Welcome to my YouTube channel. Kindly like and subscribe.
Mankind's first civilization arose in ancient Near East. The Sumerians were the first people to spread civilization to the world. The legendary sages in China could come from people in the ancient Near East. Up to now, archaeologists could only find archaeological evidences of the Shang Dynasty 1766 BC to 1050 BC in Anyangxing Palace and other sites in northeastern China. Thus, the Shang Dynasty marked the beginning point of substantiated Chinese history. However, this doesn't mean the legendary sages, Yellow Emperor, and the Jia Dynasty are fiction. There are ancient Chinese documents made references to their existence. Therefore, Chinese historians included them as legends in the beginning history of China. The truth is the origin of Chinese people is a complicated conundrum. Chinese historians assumed Mongoloid people were the only type of people occupied China in the beginning. Therefore, all legendary figures such as Yellow Emperor, right from the beginning, early Chinese people saw the West was the utopia world where eternal happiness existed. Without any particular religion influenced the mind of the early Chinese people, they mysteriously possessed ideas of a utopia paradise in the West Garden of Eden, a supreme deity God ruling heaven and earth, a heavenly empire kingdom of God in the sky, and obedience to the mandate of heaven will of God. The above concepts of the early Chinese people suggested that they had a forgotten past in the land of the Bible. I believe some of the other children from the line of Seth and Shem, mentioned in the genealogy in Genesis 5:1-32 and 11:10-26, had reached antediluvian and post-diluvian China. Who else would know these things better than the believers of Yahweh, who came from the biblical land? The other sons and daughters from the line of Seth in 5:1-32 were one of the earliest ancestors of early tribes in the antediluvian China. The early nomads that arrived in China would be small as human population. In the antediluvian world of the Bible was -1 in the ancient Near East. Unfortunately, the deluge sent down by God destroyed all mankind. Thus, evidences of their existence were all wiped out from the face of China. After the deluge, Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Japheth, and Ham, repopulated the world. They became the second wave of migrants and ancestors in the post-diluvian China. Children from the line of Shem were faithful believers of Yahweh. They were the ones who spread the knowledge of God. And the stories happened in the early chapters in the book of Genesis. The Bible tells us mankind began in the Garden of Eden, somewhere in ancient Iraq. From there, mankind dispersed all over the world. To Christians, the origin of mankind is a biblical origin. No amount of scientific and archaeological evidences could change this truth. Christians must either accept the creation of man as is in the Bible or change their religion. They were the other sons and daughters from the line of Seth and Shem mentioned in the genealogy in Genesis 5:1-32 and 11:10-26. They and their descendants were the ones who spread and passed down the stories of Genesis creation, Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden, Satan, the deluge, Tower of Babel, and the idea of monotheism to the early people in China. This were how early Chinese people possessed the knowledge of a supreme deity called Shangti, the heavenly empire heaven, and the mandate of heaven, the will of God.
Thanks for watching.